Jesse Naylor says, Vish, are you not worried about Williams' injury history? Earlier, he said that Williams has
No.
missed 40 games
Well, I
in
mean,
his career.
but it's been like, for the most part, he had one season where he played 10 games, but it's always been 12 games plus. I mean, am I worried that Trent Williams is going to get another tumor in his head and he's going to miss an entire season? Well, okay, if that happens, well, then sue me. I have no control of that. But I think in terms of football injuries, there hasn't really been an ACL. There hasn't been a torn labrum. There hasn't been injuries that, like, man, he's going to miss the rest of the season, yet not touch wood on his career.
Yeah.
So I think because of that, if you're getting 14, 15 games, and look, he hasn't had incentive to play hurt too. Like, this is a tough, really tough player, but why would you sacrifice your body or anything to play for the Washington football team? Why?
That's a good point.
He's had these injuries that can be. I think personally, given how tough he is, he might be able to play through them if the Niners are and miss a playoff run and stuff.
Well, I think he needs to play through them one way or another. I mean, they just cashed him out, and I think he better play. All I'm saying, if he plays and they're a competitive team, then they can justify it. So let's see. I'm open-minded.
Here's the bottom line, Grant, and I think this is the bottom line to this conversation. They could not have justified letting this guy to walk, especially if the Chiefs signed him. You don't let Hall of Fame players walk out the door, and this is a Hall of Fame player. Like, even DeForest Buckner, like, they let him walk, but DeForest Buckner is not a surefire first ballot Hall of Famer when he retires.
They traded him. They got something back for him.
Right. This guy is.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, okay. All right. Okay.
Like, the All-Pro, I've also seen the All-Pro conversation, and I hate it because, I'm sorry, Grant, you're a member of the media. I love you. But, man, the media has too much control. How the hell is this guy not an All-Pro player? What have you been watching for the last 10 years?
I don't vote.
You should be voting, Grant. You would have voted Trent Williams.
Come on. No,
but Grant, the worry with you is that Ross Dwelly would then get an All-Pro vote, and like as much as everybody loves Ross, like it's like that one beat writer in Buffalo or whoever decided to give Cole Beasley as many All-Pro votes as DK Metcalf.
Hey, he had to slide it in there. Respect.
I don't know how that happened. I like Cole Beasley, but he went from underrated to overrated overnight.
That's true. Delonda Green says the way they're set up for free agency, they can't take a quarterback in round 1 or 2. Or they can. I'm having a tough time reading. I'm tired. The way they set up free agency, they can take a quarterback in round 1 or 2. So you think would Kyle Love and have success here long term? I don't know, man. Tom Brady.
No, that's the age old question. Only God knows.
Yeah.
They never let him walk into the door, East Bay. You're better than this. Come on. You're better than this.
Yeah.
They never even opened up the door for him. They said, sorry, Tom, door's not open here. They opened it up for Trent Williams. They let him come into the restaurant. They treated him like a VIP.
He better play. He better not be missing 5 games a year. That's all I'm saying. Dude better play. Because the Niners have bad luck, dude. They pay guys like a $20 million signing bonus, and then they just don't get that production. Question for Vish, NFC, AFC Championship predictions. And Super Bowl right now. Pre-draft. Right now. Who's making it?
AFC, I think the Cleveland Browns will be one team in the AFC Championship.
No hesitation.
No hesitation on them. No hesitation on them. I think the other team in the AFC, I'll take the easy way around and just go Kansas City. I think they'll be in there with Cleveland. And then the NFC Championship, I'm going to say in the NFC, I'm going to say the Rams as one team. Just be loyal to my guy, Matthew Stafford, just because I think I just want him to change the narrative and prove people wrong. And then, man, I want to say 49ers, but I don't want to jinx it. So I'm just going to say, I'm going to take the easy way out again and just say the Bucks. I'm thinking 49ers, but I'm not going to jinx them right here. This is next level, Grant. You don't understand. If I said 49ers today, it would be jinxed.
I'm not making a prediction yet. I got to wait on that one. But thanks for doing this. Grant, what's your prediction for UCLA in March Madness? They're going to go all the way. And I base this on the fact that I've watched UCLA for one game this year, and I thought they were pretty good. So they're just going to shock the world. Tom says, you ever listen to Bay Area rap? Back ready to go. Do you?
Yo. Wait. I messed up. Jamaro Thomas brought up, that was my team. I'll actually change it. It's going to be Tampa Bay and the football team. But I just wish the football team didn't have Fitztragic at quarterback.
Yeah, they're probably going to end up with Kellen Mond, and then Kellen Mond's going to be the first rookie quarterback ever to win a Super Bowl. And God, it's going to be such a good year for me.
Really?
Probably.
What if it's Sam Darnold? How would you feel about that?
Oh man, I have to delete some tweets, but I never delete my tweets. And then every other day, I'm just getting like receipts pulled on me on Twitter.
Today I saw that you said DeForest Buckner was a really bad football player.
Yeah, I said that in week 7 of his rookie year, and I was like, that was a mistake. But well, hey, give me credit. I don't delete my tweets.
Yeah, no. I think that's I think that's the most likable thing about you, Grant. Your personality is just straight up and real. And you just say what you say, you believe it for 1 week, and then by the next week you change it, but it doesn't matter.
Hey, I can't.
But I will say this about Buckner. I would have disagreed with you based on his rookie season, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you it was crazy, because that run defense his rookie season was pathetic. And that was mostly because of their scheme. Their scheme was really, really, really bad. But if you're Grant and you're just looking to troll and you're looking to get a kick out of things, you can make a pretty damn decent argument why picking DeForest Buckner at 7 in 2016 with that horrible run defense was a bad idea.
I don't see it, but no, he did finish the year really strong. And in retrospect, 6 quarterback sacks, 18 quarterback hits, playing next to who? Who was it?
Eric Armstead was probably the only other pretty good player on that line.
Yeah. And
was that the line where Doomerville?
Yeah, and Doomerville and stuff. Like, it was actually
have you seen Grant? These old 49er great edge rushers keep getting signed, like Jeremiah Atu, whatever. He got signed again. Yeah.
What?
Cassius Marsh is lingering. Cassius Marsh is lingering. Oh, Marcus Martin was a disappointment, man. I remember when people said that was like the biggest steal of the draft. He was at the draft. Mike Mayock called him a young pup at 20 years old. He's just got to get bigger and stronger. But
he says I'm wrong all the time. That's not true, because I contradict myself all the time, so I'm right half the time.
I mean, here's the thing, though. I'm sure you could also find a tweet from 2016 where Grant says DeForest Buckner is one of the 49ers franchise players. So just depends on which thing you want to say. Grant, make sure he covers all his bases here.
I'm a pro. No, they're getting me from stuff from 5 years ago before I had my formula down. The King James.
That's okay, though, Grant.
Do you think the Watsonship has officially sailed? Okay, let's go out on this one. If you're the Niners, do you wait for stuff to clear up or give up and draft a quarterback? I think that's a hell of a question.
Yeah, that's $1 million question.
I guess you wait until the draft. And if there's clarity before the draft, then sure. Otherwise, you kind of have to move on.
So my thing is, if you wait till the draft, right, there's no clarity, and there's a guy you really like in round 1, whether your guy is Justin Fields, whether your guy is Mac Jones, whether your guy is Zach Wilson, he's available, you say screw Watson, you go get him. You like him that much, you go get him. Let's say your guy who you really like is not there, and there's a guy you're lukewarm on, like you're lukewarm on Mac Jones, and he's sitting right there. You don't take the guy you're lukewarm on at quarterback. You just take the best player available, whoever you feel that is, and you try to ride it out with the Jimmy situation and see if the Deshaun Watson once again presents itself.